The thing about Yieldly and this Algorand ecosystem is it blows up. It gets you into DeFi and it gets you into different concepts of crypto without making you feel like you're in the concept of crypto. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Yieldly with that no loss lottery and the NFT games, and even the way they do the staking, it's like, it's not a mystery.
This crypto and that blockchain, that blockchain. Yeah. This crypto and that blockchain,
Boy, Cassius Cuvee.
This crypto and that blockchain. This crypto and that blockchain. This crypto and that blockchain.
The big bang of everything.
What's poppin'? Is your boy Cassius Cuvee, first recording artist to ever make an NFT music video, and I'm here with a special guest, the People's Baron. What's poppin'?
Hey man, what's going on?
Is Algorand your favorite crypto?
Yeah, I think right now, man, it pretty much is. I like a lot of them. I'm probably like a lot of people. I mean, on Twitter, you get folks that are just focused on one, but I like Algorand. It's hard. It's a rabbit hole. All of crypto is a rabbit hole. When you start peeling it back on Algorand, there's a lot of stuff to like. I mean, I find myself watching the Drone Racing League on Wednesday nights because that's sponsored by Algorand now, and you're sitting there with nothing on TV, and it seems like everywhere I look, it's showing up places. So
right.
But yeah, man, it's the ecosystem is expanding. That's what I really like about it. You see the projects that come out, and one of the things I think is pretty neat about Algorand, and one of the things I've kind of used is they go to the step of talking with a lot and showcasing a lot of the things getting built on their platform. So if you're interested in Opulus, or you're interested in Lofty AI is a real estate where you can buy fractionalized rental property. Some of the ones we've talked about.
Do they have a token for that?
Yeah. For each property, there's a separate token.
And what's that? What's that? But what's the that project? Is there a token we can buy to invest in that?
Oh no. You buy the real estate directly. There's not like a token for it.
Okay.
Like,
so it's not like
they have a
Opulus
series of.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. So if they have a rental property in Cleveland or Detroit or wherever that they just bought and redid, it's almost like looking at Zillow. Like you're looking at Zillow, you're looking at the house, you get some pictures, and then when the tokens are available, you pick some up. You're entitled to the rent proceeds as well as the appreciation on the thing. Without getting too deep into it.
What was the name of that project called that they built on Algorand?
Lofty AI.
Lofty AI, but there's no Lofty AI token though.
No,
okay.
There's not.
They're just
when you buy
network. Okay.
Yeah, that's a use of an NFT. When you buy that, you opt into an NFT,
right? And
that is your ownership in that rental property. So they interview those guys, and you start to get into a little bit on that, and then you get an Opulus, like you mentioned, or Smile, or XET.
Tell us about Smile and XET. You dropped me a line about Smile and XET, and boy, I wish I had bought Smile when you told me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just, with Algorand, one of the things that I kind of like about it from an investment perspective is the Algorand standard assets, those ASAs, they're not everywhere yet. So there's only so many places you can buy them. And when Yieldly does a staking pool, or when they go to other exchanges, right, all of a sudden there's a demand for those things. So if you can kind of pick those up early, if you can do a little bit of D&D, make sure that they're legit. I'll pick them up because there's not too many places you can buy them. And if you take that there's that Coinbase effect on it, all these other tokens that we all talked about as crypto guys. Like you get listed on Coinbase, you get a bump.
Right.
Well, why doesn't it? So theoretically, in my mind, that should apply as everything else becomes more available and things become more in demand.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I'm looking at with it, on top of looking at the projects, making sure they're legit. Where is this? Where can I get it? As the ecosystem expands, right? Some of that is the value in and of itself in the investment, right? Like, not so much that traditional fundamental analysis, just like nobody can buy these things. The more available they become, or the more interesting they become as an investment proposition, like a staking pool or what have you, the more demand there is for them. So that's going to put pressure on them. And that's what happened with Smile.
Yeah.
Right?
So where'd you buy Smile? Now you told me two places that you can buy.
Yeah.
And XET. XET was the other one.
Yeah. You can buy them on TinyMan, which is the first decentralized exchange on Algorand.
And that's a lot of my viewers now, they're new to crypto. So that's a DEX. Okay. DEX stands for, it's a decentralized exchange. And they have a different one. Usually each network has their own, each blockchain has their own, like Uniswap is for Ethereum. Yep. This one's called TinyMan, it's for Algorand, and it's new.
Yeah, and it's real easy to use. It connects to, you have to have a wallet, a MyAlgo wallet, but it connects to them. So
you used MyAlgo wallet, okay.
Yeah, I find that to be the easiest one out of all of them to use for the to connect.
I've had Algorand, and I have Algorand wallet and MyAlgo wallet. Those are my only two Algorand wallets that I have.
Yeah, same here. I use them for different things. Like I keep a little more. I try to keep all of this stuff in that MyAlgo wallet. That way, everything is segregated for me. You know, like what I'm looking at. And,
right. I have my governance in the Algorand wallet. The ones I'm staking in governance, and then the ones for Yieldly and everything I have in MyAlgo wallet. Yeah, that's how I use for Tiny. I've never used TinyMan before, but I want to check it out. XNL was telling me about. I was telling him as you were telling me, and I was like, like TinyMan's dope.
Yeah, real easy. It connects to your wallet. You can. They have a little page of analytics, so you can see what the prices are on there, kind of generally. Real easy to swap. If you're on there, there's a couple of tutorials out and about, and then there's MEXC Global. And MEXC Global is a trading platform like, Coinbase or Crypto.com or Binance.
They're centralized, right? Are they centralized?
Yeah, they are centralized.
The one thing they decentralized, right?
Yeah, correct. So MEXC is centralized. The one thing that MEXC did, which is kind of unique, is they decided they were going to become like the one-stop shop for Algorand assets.
Oh, okay.
So if you're looking for an Algorand asset, if it's a bit like the first place you could get Yieldly, I believe was that, but you could get it on Uniswap, but you could get it in a centralized exchange. You were going to get it on MEXC. They onboarded Smile, XET. They actually take the algo version of Tether on there. So what's that?
What's it called?
USDT.
Okay. So, I see. It's just on the Algo network. It's still USDT.
Yeah. And if you want to deposit it, one of the things you can do that you can swap your algos into the algo version of Tether, right? USDT. Okay. Then you can deposit that in your MEXC Global account and trade from there and buy what you like. But they came out a while ago saying they were going to be the exchange for Algorand assets.
Okay,
that's awesome. Like, so to me, you have those couple of things. You're still early in the game. That's where you're going to get your liquidity from.
Do you have to buy the USDT first, or can you just swap your algo that you moved on to MEXC to buy Yieldly or whatever else?
They have trading pairs, and the only trading pairs those are current are USDT ones. So you can move the algos over, but you're going to have to buy USDT with it. So it's almost 6 and 1/2 dozen the other.
I got you right. So you use the algo to buy the USDT, and use the USDT right after that to buy your Opal or what? Let's go down the list. What we got? Opal, OPUL. We got Yieldly. We've got Smile, SMILE. Smile is the one you just showed me, and then also XET.
XET that you're going to get off MEXC Global. Off the top of my head, I can't think if there's any others that I've seen. Most of the other ones are I'm trying to think if Relio is. And I don't want to get in the randomly thinking about it.
We'll go on there. We'll check it out. No, we got some good stuff to start with. I hold Opal. I earned Yieldly. I earned Yieldly off of Yieldly by staking my Algorand on Yieldly, and then also to the NFT, the lotteries and everything they have on there. So that's once a week. I guess they pay you that. And so now I took the Yieldly that I earned and I started staking that to earn more Yieldly and Algorand. However, I wish I had earned Smile with it. Shit.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, it's funny because the thing about Yieldly in this Algorand ecosystem is it blows up. It gets you into DeFi and it gets you into different concepts of crypto without making you feel like you're in the concept of crypto. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Yieldly with that no loss lottery and the NFT games, and even the way they do the staking, it's like, it's not a mystery. It's like, here, take some. And the Algorand network is so cheap.
Right.
It doesn't cost anything to do these things. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's key. And that's crucial for people who know the difference between dealing with all the ERC20 tokens and Ethereum.
Yeah.
I put some money in the Algorand stake and I took some out and I move it around from this wallet, that wallet. And I didn't mean to do that. I can send it back. If you're charging you a fraction of a penny, like a fraction of a fraction of a penny. So it's not the end of the world, and it's fast. Algorand looks like it's a really good network. I mean, like I said, I'm in a lot of different cryptocurrencies, and Algorand's got to be one of my bigger ones now since it's shot all the way up. I got it down in July. Ooh, I scraped the bottom of that little dip too. Boy, I wish I had bought more. But but I'm sitting green as hell right now. But I'm like, even long term, like I'm not tempted. Bitcoin's sitting right now pretty, trying to push that all-time high, and I'm not over here with my finger on the trigger looking to sell Algorand the next time it pumps. I'm like, I'm earning a good staking on this one. I think this is the one that might end up being something.
Yeah. Like if I'm gonna play, like, there's trades and investments.
Right.
Some things make good trades, some things make great investments. Sometimes it can be both. Sometimes, you're coming off those lows of 69, 70 cents an algo, it made it a lot easier to get in the tiny man and experiment.
Right.
Doing some swaps. I bought, like, hey, I'm playing with the house's money now. Let me try a couple of things. Let me get involved with some of these new tokens. But let me keep that bag for that governance and that longer term thing. So,
I bought
so it's
some more
kind of
algo.
nice. Like,
I bought some just to try out Yieldly. I bought some, because it's been consolidating right now, it looks like. And on one of those days, it was down a little bit more than the other days. And that's how I staked it. Now, and you told me about staking my Opal. Appreciate that, because now I'm staking that too. And so that way we can just keep in this Algorand, like you say, the whole ecosystem is looking promising.
Yeah. And I look at it, and the projects that I like, I'm not the type of person that buys something just to buy it. I don't know if you are, hey, if somebody says it's hot, I want to understand what it is before I get into it. There's a million ways to make money. I might as well make them ways that I'm comfortable with, right? And like this, you look into Oculus and you're like, okay, like this looks like a decent, it's worth a bet, right? And you have those tools and you're like, I forget what the Oculus staking reward, it's got to be 40% somewhere in that neighborhood.
No, that stake reward is real high. That makes it much easier to take a chance on something when you can just park it and earn like 50%, or was like, like 45% or something. I was like,
I was trying to get more, and then I'm even looking at some of the prices and I'm like, all right, because sometimes I move too fast. I got to be real patient and real methodical and talk myself in and out of every move that I make, because if I don't, I just go, you know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I just go. I bought some yesterday and I even posted it on my thing. It was a video game token, but man, these play to earn games, man, I'm telling you, they look like they can run. You see what Axis Infinity does, and they're tiny market caps right now. So if they become a thing, they'll give you that 100x or something if you get lucky, you know? And, I'm not betting the farm. You guys, nobody put up more than they can afford to lose, because these are the ones are high risk. They literally could go to zero. Some of these could literally go to zero. So, you put in a little, less than 1% of your portfolio, but hell, it could turn into 10 or 100x.
And pay for your trades. You know what I mean? If you put, whatever you're comfortable, let's say it's $100. You put $100 in there and it triples. Probably take your stake out or something like that and let it ride, and
there you go.
And don't worry about it. Pay for your trades. That way you're not on the hook for your real money, and then figure out what you want to do with that.
Right.
Not that that's advice in any way, but that's the way I always look at it. I mean, I'm a family guy. I got a family. I don't want to be YOLO in the life savings on some smile token and be wrong. You know what I mean? Although if I would have told him this morning, we would have had a parade in this house for
460%. He sent me a screenshot. I'm like, you got to come on the show.
It backed up some after that.
It always does, but man, but that's why you say if you took out, just your one unit that you put in, now it's house money.
Yeah, and that's what I did. When I saw it popping, I was like, hey man, I'm looking at that yield. That yield's even nicer on there, and I'm like, even better. This is all house money. I don't even got to look at it anymore.
Right. And you're staking that as what? Can you stake the smile on there right now?
Yep.
On yield?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what caused the panic. That's what caused they had the smile open and nobody really owned any yet. So everybody kind of scurried to buy some, and it wasn't really, there's only so many places you're going to get it. Just like it's not a short, but it's just like a thin float stock, right? You get something.
So here's the grabber. Now XET, you can't stake it yet, right? But It's coming. But it's coming, right? So if this pulls another, so after I get off this call, I'm about to buy some XET. I gotta pull some out of Algorand and stake and buy some XET.
Absolutely. Now, you know what I was doing last night when I saw the price of Smile running was buying XET. I was like, that light bulb went off in my head. I went out back. I had a cigarette. I had like $2 in my backyard fighting, and I'm like, you know what? I told them, I'm like, I'm buying some XET. As soon as I get back to this house, I want this next trade to be the same way. So maybe we'll get lucky.
I'm about to do it. Where are you located? What state?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Okay.
Pittsburgh. Yeah. Right. So even I was watching us limp through that overtime win against the Seahawks, and more worried about this, more worried about watching Smile go and all this other nonsense in crypto.
I feel you, man. It's a rabbit hole, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. This was great, man. We're gonna stay in communication. You guys follow the People's Baron on Twitter. He's got good information out there. And follow your boy Cash Cuvee. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. I'm gonna have on. You never know who I'm gonna have on and what tips might come up. Boom, like this. They might hop on. You get the cutting edge. So
this game is moving fast. This time I have to join. I think I might change my first name from Cash to Coin. Like
this crypto and that blockchain. 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 This crypto.